Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Ellie Ebrahimi, and today I'm going to talk about basics of Python programming. So in the series of videos I'm going to make, I'm going to talk about the fundamentals of programming in Python language, and then later on we are going to talk about problem solving that goes into it. So the first thing is we need to have an environment to be able to write our code. So for Python programming, if you are a novice programmer, if you haven't done programming before, or if you haven't done programming in Python language, then it is best to start with Python idle, which is like a basic form of an IDE environment, and it doesn't give you that much help to write your codes, and it's great to start like that. And then later on, when you get better at programming, you can start other environments to write your code and get more help, basically. So open your browser of choice and type Python idle. Okay, IDLE. And then if you hit enter, it's going to be one of the first links here. So we are going to go to python.org and download Python. So when you get here, you click on the latest version of Python, whatever it is. Anything 3 point whatever is good, all right? The version 2 of Python is slightly different from version 3 of it. So go with whatever version of 3 that you have or you can get, and that is totally fine. So download that, click on it. It's very straightforward. Just follow the instruction, and it will give you the Python language or Python environment that you want. I already downloaded it, so I'm going to go to my environment. So if you type it IDLE in the search, it's going to bring this up. So whatever version that you have is going to show up. You click on it, and it is going to open the shell for you. So this is Python shell that we have. It's very basic. It doesn't have any advanced stuff like other environments. And that is the main point of using this environment, because it doesn't give you that much help. So with the shell that we have, you can use it as a calculator. As simple as like if you want to add two numbers, it's going to give you the result of addition of those two numbers. If you want to multiply stuff, you can do that. And all sort of arithmetic operations that I'm going to cover in the next video, that is going to be easily done here. So if you want to divide two numbers, like 4 divided by 2, you're going to get the result of that. When we get to writing more advanced programs that involve multiple lines of code, we are going to create a file that allows us to write multiple lines of programs and then run them at once. So you run that code, that file, and Python goes line by line inside that file and runs each single line that you have in there. If you're using the shell, you can only write one line of code. In most cases, there are some blocks I can put there, but in most cases, you can have one block or one line of code at a time when you're using the shell. It is great for testing and stuff. If you're not sure about something, you can quickly test it here and then move that into your program. Okay, so when we get into creating a file to write multiple lines of code, you simply go to the file, which is on the left top part of your screen. Click on that, and the first option is new file. So if you click on it, it's going to open a blank screen for you. This is a text environment that you can write your code. It is going to color code it for you depending on what you put in there. We are going to talk about different things that will go into it and how color coding is going to be there, and you can use that to kind of understand what you're putting inside your code. But one of the first things you need to know is how to comment in your program. Comments are the thing that Python sees, but it won't run them. It won't execute them. So there are stuff for you to know what, like explaining your code, for instance. You want to explain, okay, in the next sections, this are the things that are going to happen. This is the stuff I'm going to do. So you're explaining your code in a way that is close to your language and you understand it, but Python ignores them. To do that, you're going to use the pound sign to create comments. You see it turns red. If I do not put that, everything is black. But as soon as I put that pound sign, everything turns red, and that means you are commenting, right? Python sees them, it won't execute anything, all right? Those are comments for you, for other people to read and understand what is happening. We always start with putting our names at the top of our code. So my name is Dr. Ellie Ebrahimi. So I'm going to put that here. You can put the dates. You can explain exactly what you do. So this one is Introduction to Python Language or Python Programming. And we are going to put that as a comment. We are going to go through some basic stuff. And after that, we are going to, towards the second half of the lectures I'm going to create, we are going to get into problem solving.